Bristol. I'm 70 years old. The boat I have now is a Catalina Capri 30. It's I believe it's a 1985 boat that we've taken and modified for this race.
Okay, and how long have you been sailing?
A good 40 years, more or less. About half that time relatively serious, and the rest of the time just casual sailing.
Okay, and you've done 3 of these Single Handed Trans Pac before, yes?
Yeah, I've done 3 of these, and at times I did 86, 88, and then 1996. And when we got this boat, we were back into boating, and it turned out to be a pretty good ocean-going boat. So there was a chance, with my health still being healthy, and the boat being pretty solid when we got done with it, it'd be a good opportunity to do at least one more race.
Okay. And prior to your earlier Single-Handed Trans Pacs, how long had the Single-Handed Trans Pac been on your radar?
I was, for a while. I couldn't give you the number of years. I had done some sailing, and I had raced quite a bit up in the Northwest, and I was usually the one who did a boat return for any of the races we did. And it didn't take long to figure out if I could figure out some way to steer this boat. Running a boat wasn't really all that hard.
Oh, okay.
So I sailed a little bit. I did a cruise down to Mexico, and then my crew had to come back. So I thought the single-handed race would be a good thing to do for a while. So I did my qualifier from Cabo San Lucas up to Tortuga, Turtle Bay, and came back all the way up to San Francisco and waited around to the race, and did the first race, and found out I really enjoyed long-distance ocean racing.
Okay. And what is it specifically about short-handed and single-handed sailing that you enjoy?
I think it's the independence, the reliance on yourself to make things work. Like I said before, it's anything good, anything bad it's all on yourself, because you're the only one on the boat. So you can make your decisions on that, and it's nice knowing that when you do things well, that it's really done well.
Okay. And back to the boat. Why specifically did you decide on it for your single-handed sailing?
This boat was not picked directly for this race. We had sold my previous boat a few years ago, and this boat was available at a very, very reduced price. And my wife likes sailing, so we thought we'd get back into sailing and just use it for local sailing. We're out of the San Diego area. And as we sailed it more, it became obvious that this could probably be a very good single-handed boat. And so that's the reason. So we got this boat because it was a very good price, and we both like sailing, and then it escalated from there.
Okay. And any special mods or installations you've done to the boat to make it?
This is pretty much general for all of them. New sails. We put new rigging on it all the way around. We had the boat out. We rebedded everything. We put in a watertight bulkhead up in the bow, completely watertight. On it, I did the same with the stern and the lazarette. We glassed all that in. The boat itself was fairly solid. All the cabinetry inside was already glued in from the factory, so there wasn't really too much to do on that. I did convert I don't know what you'd call it. There's a little table that they had a cooler in. Anyway, the cooler had disappeared, so we shortened it, put a short panel in the bottom to make a drawer out of it, in a sense, and then underneath it just storage. That's more for just general use than anything structural. So everything else in the boat's really solid. Chain plates are big enough, wire is big enough, the rig is okay. So.
Okay. And if you could have any boat in the world for this particular race, what would you choose?
Well, a few years ago, when I was a bit younger, it would have been an Open 50. But I think the Open 40s, somewhere in that class, that'd be an excellent boat for this race. The cost is there, but it's not astronomical.
Yeah.
The boat's fast. It's geared for downwind racing. It'd be an excellent boat for this one here.
All right. And your goals for this race?
I'm sorry?
Your goals for this race?
The goal for this race here is is that I'd probably like to beat my time, which was in my other boat was 14 days and hours. So I would really like to beat my time. I have a fairly fast boat, but there's some boats here with very good handicaps and they're fast downwind. So it'll be interesting to see how we stack up at the end of this race.
Okay. And plans after the race? Are you going to hang around Hawaii for a bit and cruise, or are you just going to?
No, I've done it 3 times, and we've been to Kauai, and it's pretty much seen the rock out there. So I'll stick around for the awards ceremony, and then probably the first day that the trades lay down, then I'll head north. I'll be single-handed back to San Diego.